Peace. I'm Coach Kode of Zen Up Wellness. Welcome to that Zen Talk. Let's get busy on some learning and emotional regulation. This is very important. Why is this important to me? Because, I had to learn my emotions. I had to learn who I was. I had to learn what was my triggers. What is bothering me down here? What did I have to learn? And I'm constantly learning. So anytime someone asks me how am I doing, I'm like, yo, I'm learning. And I hope that you are here to learn something too. We're going to learn a little bit about emotional regulation because I think it's important because I see a lot of fighting going on. I see a lot of tension. I see, I understand though, right? There's things we have inside of us that we need to release. And that aggression is valid. We got to understand that about our emotions. The more we understand that, the better we are. So what are emotions? Emotions can be understood as vibrations of pure energy, each with its own distinct frequency. So yes, this is frequency that's involved in this. Because I'm usually high vibrational, I see frequency through the way nature responds through my high vibration and high frequency. Just as everything in the universe is composed of energy, including our bodies, emotions are no exception. Quantum physics has demonstrated that energies have the power to influence one another. Therefore, it stands to reason that we are impacted by energetic nature of our emotions. So these emotions govern this body that we have, right? This fundamental truth explains why our emotions can be such a profound effect on our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. When we experience an emotion, three key events take place. Firstly, our body generates the specific vibrational frequency associated with that emotion. So, we look at these emotions as some bad thing all the time. You used to always hear that I'm emotional. What does that mean? Why? Because I'm expressing myself. I have a gripe. And it usually be around the brothers. The brothers really always said that when I was younger. When I got around 23, 24, I didn't hear it no more. But I had to learn to not even express myself even towards when I have a gripe with someone, And I'm the accountability man. I like to make people accountable for their actions and words. So firstly, our body generates specific vibrational frequencies associated with that emotion. Secondly, we begin to sense that emotion and also become aware of accompanying thoughts or physical sensations. And finally, we have the choice to release and move on from that emotion, typically within the span of a few seconds to several minutes. This final stage is known as processing. And once we have successfully completed it, the emotional experience no longer poses any lingering issues. So anything that we're thinking has an emotion. It has some type of vibration to it. And guess what? It affects the body, which is why the body becomes diseased based off of these emotions, right? So how do I learn emotional regulation? So we understand what emotions are, right? So how do we regulate them? First, we have to identify and label those emotions. If you check some of my posts, I talk about a lot about, trigger words, so we can begin to understand what words is affecting us when we hear it, right? Because it's a vibration. Start by becoming aware of your emotions and giving them names. This helps you recognize and understand what you're feeling, which is essential for effective regulation. So I tend to ask my clients, what do you feel if they're mad, glad, sad, fearful, or balanced? And those are some of the main emotions that we go through throughout the day. But of course, we have so many emotions. And again, we're here to experience that. 2, practice mindfulness. Now, engage in mindful exercises. Of course, breathing is going to be number 1. Yeah, I just realized I haven't been breathing. The last couple of days, I've been just going. Because you can see the room become alive, you become more aware and you let go of some of these thoughts, because now you becoming mindful of your breathing, which is deliberate breathing, right? Because we're breathing all the time and we're not mindful of it, right? But meditation or deep breathing to bring your attention to the present moment. Nothing is more important than this moment here. Nothing is more important in this moment right now. If you took the time to actually spend this moment with me, I appreciate you, because the more I appreciate, the more I receive. But I'm giving as well. So this ain't about money or YouTube and all that. I don't really, it's all about the message. I trust myself more than trusting in people to give me money. The more I trust in myself, right, the more I receive. And that trust is shown a lot for the past 3 years. And I'm really proud of that I trust my higher self. So this helps you observe your emotions without judgment and respond to them in a more balanced manner. We judge ourselves a lot. One of my exercises that I tell clients: how many times you judge? Count how many times you judge, and you'll see that how much this mindfulness can help you. 3, develop emotional awareness. Pay attention to the psychological sensations associated with different emotions. One thing that I've recognized, I used to take this pill for GERD or heartburn, and this whole time it was because of fear. As soon as I stopped having fear, I dropped that medication. I haven't taken medication in years, but I'm just saying that was based off of fear, because that was a vibration. I still get this heartburn. Shit, I might have it right now. But the reason why is because we might have a little fear, some anxiety, and it'll show up again and affect the body. Notice how anger, fear, or happiness feels in your body. I remember, man, I got so mad at my BM, like maybe 2007, 2008, and it felt like my heart was gonna come out my chest. Like I was so angry, and I never felt that before. But I could tell that my body, at this time, I'm still drinking heavy, and I'm just not showing myself love. I don't love myself at this point, and so the body was shutting down. It almost felt like I was about to have a heart attack, honestly, especially the way I was living. Very disrespectful to the body. Even bringing that type of emotion to myself was disrespectful. But I had to learn that I can't get that way. It's not good for me. It doesn't help me, especially if she's trying to get me that way. Was she controlling the way I was feeling? Yeah, she was actually. That's why it was important for me to make sure that I'm able to control my emotions. So again, this awareness can help you manage and regulate your emotional responses. Number 4, build a supportive network. Surround yourself with people who can provide emotional support. Talking to friends, family, or a therapist, life coach can help you gain insights, perspective, and guidance on regulating your emotions. So, support is very helpful. I have a wifey with me, but there's a lot of people that I couldn't get that emotional support that I was looking for. And, it wasn't reciprocal. So, of course, I had to move on. I can't keep trying to beat a dead horse. I just moved on. And when I moved on, I got more clarity with my emotions, right? And I had to be honest with myself. Because the more I'm honest with myself, the freer I am. And every day, this is a challenge, this freedom shit. Okay. Number 5, engage in self-care activities. Prioritize self-activities that promote emotional well-being, such as exercise. Me, I work out just about every day. If I'm not working out, I'm doing yoga, I'm doing qigong. I even do qigong with the working out. And I'm using myself as an example because it don't make sense for me to be talking this shit and I ain't doing it myself. Everything that I suggest on this channel, on TikTok, anywhere, I'm doing the work. I have to do this work. And that's why I do it too, because it holds me accountable. And because I'm great at it. And it's my purpose. So but the exercise aspect of it really helps um, with channeling some of that energy. Remember, emotions are energy in motion. Okay, so when we understand that more, we'll be more mindful again of our emotions. Hobbies, taking certain hobbies. I love basketball, man. I've been playing basketball since 8, 9 years old. I haven't stopped. I'm in my 40s and I play like I'm playing, like I'm young again. I picked it up for the past 6 months and I love it. I practice every day. My shot is wet, you know what I'm saying? Nice. Nah, I just don't drive anymore. But journaling is very helpful. These thoughts got to come down. Just like if you want to plan your life, if you want to make sure that you inspire yourself, maybe these words, not maybe, I know, because I use journaling to stop drinking. Part of my story is that I was an alcoholic for 27 years. 27 years I was an alcoholic. I started young. It was learned behavior. It was the way I cope. It was the way I love that biatch. I loved drinking. It was a relationship. She took the void of my mom. That's how I kind of look at alcohol. In a sense, I respect alcohol, but I don't fuck with it. It's been years since I'm 5 years sober. I would never drink again, never in my life. When I think about drinking, and I'm talking about I was a hardcore alcoholic and nobody knew. So I hid it very well. But I journaled every day. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. I used to write, I will not drink every single day and burn it and throw it in the toilet every day for months. I would meditate on it. So I literally took over that addiction because I definitely had addictions going on. Or engaging in activities that bring you joy, anything, man. The more you break the habit, the monotony, the more you'll see how things open up. Break the daily shit that you do, because I noticed that like every time I make a move and do something different, I get different results. So try your best to engage in some type of activity. Taking care of yourself can help you better regulate your emotions. 6, challenge negative thoughts. One of my exercises that I suggest when you have negative thoughts or intrusive thoughts is to ask for what the next thought is going to be. How large is the next thought? What color is my next thought? See, when we do that, we're able to recognize that we're thinking. Because sometimes we're just thinking and thinking and thinking. It's too many thoughts going on. And so often negative thoughts can intensify emotions. Practice identifying and challenging negative thinking patterns. Replace negative thoughts with more positive and realistic ones to promote healthier emotional regulation. So even when you're having this intrusive thoughts, what I would do, and I still do, we under attack, guys. We gotta understand this. This is a psychological war. So you gotta say to yourself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love in your inner voice as well. I love myself, I love myself. I mean, you have to get sick of it. All right. And then lastly, number 7, learn and use coping strategies. Explore different coping strategies that work for you, such as deep breathing, exercise, and visualize techniques, progressive muscle relaxation, or engaging in creative outlets like art or music. Music is so so healing. I don't rap because I'm trying to be a rapper. I rap because it helps me. And then I have a message. I'm not trying to be a rapper. I just have a message that I have to tell you, and I'm here to give you this message. Let's learn some emotional regulation. I hope this helps. And let's be mindful that we want to get better. Don't be hard on yourself, because it's easy to get caught up in this life, in this society, and put everything first but yourself. And please love yourself and respect yourself first, and watch the results happen. I'm Coach Kode of Zen Up Wellness. Peace. That's it of Zen Up. That Zen Talk. Yeah, I'm still learning it. Peace.